Okay, on Moby Max, when you want to access this, you first of all have to make sure you have a teacher sign in. You have to be signed in as a teacher, so you should have received an email from Moby. If you have not, please contact Paul Ludwig. Otherwise, pretty easy to do. You go to the Delano Schools website, go to Student Links. You will find a Moby Max. Click on that. You'll get this screen that comes up. The students will sign in as student. You will sign in as a teacher. So you'll go ahead and enter the information. All right. Once that pops up, this is the teacher setting page, as you will see. All of these areas under subject right up here, you have to have each kid do a pre-assessment. Once they do the pre-assessment, then they are able to start lessons. I had my students the other day do the math one, and as you can see on the screen, it kind of shows the students, it shows their date of when they took it, it shows them total time. So right here in school, this is how long each student took as far as minutes are concerned. They have not done anything at home yet, but they are able to access this at home. Then it also shows over to the next column, lessons or problems. So it shows me what lessons they are on or if they have not finished their placement test. When you go to progress, the next button over, what's really neat about this is it shows you the level that they began at. So if you have a second grader who finished this test and they're at a 2.5 level, and then maybe by conference time they're up to a 2.8, it will show you their progress. Then continuing on, it shows you their placements, lessons that they are currently working on, and then there's an IEP option as well. Now on some of these areas, like going into Fact Master, you can go in here and you can click on a setting for a student and you can change things. So you can change things with some of these subject areas. Right here it says it's a 5-minute test with 10 seconds of a break in between each one, so the kids get 10 seconds to answer a problem. You can modify that if you would like. So as I said, you have to make sure your kids all do a pre-assessment in these areas before you begin, and then lessons just come right at them, and the lessons are all set up on the computer unless you want to modify it. Here's the roster. So once the students are signed in, and Paul has this all set up for you, you'll get their username and password. Off to the right over here, you have a bunch of links you can click on, but the neatest one is right here, the print parent letter. You can go onto this, you can select all of your students, you can change any information you want on this page and hit print, and it will print everything by putting in the students' usernames and passwords. And then just the last few steps, total time right here. This is kind of cool. It shows you how long each student is working on a lesson. So if you send a student out into the hallway and it takes them 40 minutes and you look on the time, and if it says that they were really only working for 8 minutes, then you as the teacher can decide, well, was it a tough lesson and that's why it took them so long to enter their work, or was it an easy one and they may have been doing something else. Other than that, there's messages here. The wall, you can actually write a message to your student and it will pop up that you have sent them a message on their computer. There's worksheets you can print that have about 5 problems per page over specific skills. And other than that, badges, when a child completes a lesson at a certain percentage, they will earn a badge, and you can click on your computer and it will show you who has earned badges, and you need to print those for the students right over here. So it gives you math certificates, language arts, and total badges earned. Other than that, kids can play games on it. I'm not quite for sure what the Vibes button is, but it's a pretty easy website. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Have your attention. Reminder, there is teacher cheer